Hey guys, I'm gonna be talking about the static engineer. First of all, the static engineer, it's a really bossy build. It's a trait in tools which sends a bolt of lightning every time you're using a tool build skill from any kind of utility, and that lightning bolt is bouncing between targets. So it's really nice to actually kill stuff that has allies around them or companions, which are rangers, mesmers, or when it comes to an outnumbered 1v2, 1v3, and so on. First of all, everything I'm saying, all of it is my opinions on the static engineer. My static engineer is really I'm gonna call it like trolly, because I'm playing it a bit weird. I'm not playing it like a regular static engineer. I'm also playing it with a lot of power, which is not that recommended because you will lack a lot of survivability, and in outnumbered fights you might not survive, but in a 1v1 fight you are really dangerous. So let's go to the advantages. The advantages: you're really boosty. There is a high chance that a 1v1 you will win, the enemy won't survive. You can boost out really fast, and you're kind of a bit limited when it comes to counter removals, survivability, and mobility. The only thing you have is the leap and swiftness. That's the only thing that you have when it comes to run away or trying to disengage from an enemy. Counter removals, you have only 2 counter removals, which is not a lot. You can get counter boosted really fast. So all you have as defensive is what I'm using. It is toolkit for the block, and I have my 2 dodges. That's the only thing that can save me from attacks or anything. And I am enjoying playing that. Like, I know it's risky and stuff, but I am enjoying playing that. Also, the disadvantages. Even though you're dealing massive damage, you are boosty, and people will fear you when it comes to 1v1. It's not always recommended to go for that, because warriors can actually kill you really fast, because you only have, on my build of course, but most static engineers use that, I'm assuming. Utility goggles is a stunbreaker. That's the only stunbreaker you have, and if it's a hammer warrior, you're kind of screwed. So you need to take some distance, you need to take some range, get the opportunity to try and burst them out before they burst you, and attack only in the opportunities that you have, and not go greedy and risk everything just for a couple of hits that might not even kill or get the enemy down when it comes to outnumber. There are a lot of classes and builds that can counter you, but you can counter them back by having knowledge and terrain advance. But let's talk about the skills for a bit. As you can see, I'm using a weird skill set. Toolkit and utility goggles is okay for Static Discharge Engineer. A lot of people using that with a Static Discharge Engineer, but I don't like using supply crate. So as far as you can see in the skill bar below, I'm using Elixir X. Elixir X, what Elixir X brings? Elixir X brings Rampage. The Rampage is basically giving massive armor. You're getting a lot of armor. I'm not sure about the HP, I did not check that though, but you're getting massive damage. Your attack power is getting boosted up to at least 2.7 is my own. With it, it's like 3.1 plus, something like that. So that means every time you're gonna hit somebody, it's gonna hurt. Okay, so the second thing you can get from Elixir X is Tornado. The Tornado is not recommended almost in any case, except Mesmers and Rangers. Mesmers, the clones are their power. So that means if you're gonna do some massive damage on their clones, like the lightning bolt, you're gonna deal some massive damage on the clones, on themselves, removing the pressure from you and putting pressure on them. That is really nice and highly recommended. Also against rangers, companions. The pad can actually damage the ranger, so you should use that for your advantage. be aware that it's a 50-50% chance to get Rampage or Tornado. So utility goggles is really nice because it's giving you Fury. Also I'm taking the Gadgeter in Grandmaster traits and tools, so it brings me 5 might. That is increasing my power by a lot. That is bringing some massive damage. I'm able, and there are a lot of times that I'm being chased, I'm just turning around, targeting the squishy one that I want to burst instantly and run away. Just turning around, using 1 or 2 tool belts and my blunderbuss, and most of the time he's instantly down. So first of all, that is bringing a shock to the players because they're like, what the hell just happened? This guy instantly died. And second of all, it's kind of gonna make them res their ally instead of jumping on you, because you have a chance to actually finish their ally and bringing them to a chance of them losing. They're being in a disadvantage because of that. So that is really nice. Utility that I'm using, toolkit of course for the block, really nice, and the magnet, but personal battering ram. Why personal battering ram? People do not expect you to actually launch a personal battering ram from your belly and knocking them over, knocking them down, and you can actually do whatever you want in that time. Root them, push them again with your overcharge shot, use your jump shot to actually boost them with vulnerability. You can use either your tool build skills to actually boost them down with a static discharge, or you can actually just run away. You just, I don't know, a couple of people actually chased you, you just turn around, you use your personal battering ram, you pushed one of them off, and you're gaining distance because that guy maybe was a thief that used a short bow or a dagger to chase you. He actually reached you, but you turned around and pushed him. He did not expect that, he did not dodge that, he did not blinded you because he was not expecting that to happen. So you just turn around and push him off. So that is really nice. I'm really enjoying my Static Discharge Engineer, and I'm recommending for people that really like high and fast damage to go for a Static Discharge Engineer. Some of the people don't really know about that, and they are lacking advantage because of that, because when you're fighting them they will not expect you to boost them instantly because they're thinking, okay, that's a rifle engineer, it's gonna shoot me a bit, it's gonna hit me a bit, it's not gonna hurt. Maybe he's a turret engineer, but no, that's not like that. So there are a few things that people are actually using. They're using throw mines. The minefield can actually explode and deal massive damage around you. So I saw a couple of people using that instead of the personal battering ram, and the throw mine is a blast finisher, so that's nice. And some people actually use the rifle turret, not for the turret itself, but for the surprise shot, because it's really low cooldown and it's really high damage. Really good for static discharge. Highly recommended. And guys, don't forget, knowledge is power, so remember to know your class and your enemy, also your build. I hope that helped you guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys in the next time.